Hi, I'm Colleen from the Crafty Basement. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be making a card similar to this. My friend Jan gave me this. She made for a swap, and it's so cute. It's a swing fold card. And if you see, this is on your front, and when you open it up, it has it on the inside. So the card we're going to be making is a variation on that, and it looks like this. Lovely glam. What you're going to need first is a slice of cardstock that is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and that's your standard half a sheet of cardstock cut in half. You'll see there's a hole that I cut out in here, and I'm going to show you what else you're going to need first. You're also going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 6.5 by 5. And you're also going to need a piece of poinsettia paper that comes from our Occasions catalog. And again, we're going to cut out a hole in there. Some of the other things that I used was our textured embossing folder, gently falling, and the thinlits from the catalog as well. They're called Christmas Greetings, and inside I use the sentiments from our Versatile Christmas. And this was so cute. I did another card and used this one for the Santa Claus ho ho ho. I thought it was adorable. So let's get started. What you're going to do is you're going to take your base and you're going to fold it in half. And that's your card. Then you're going to place the circle thinlits, framelits actually, the Circles Collection framelits, you're going to put it right in the middle. I messed up on my card on here, but you want to put it in the middle wherever you'd like it. Then you're going to run it through your Big Shot, and you're going to end up with your circle and your base card. You want to then run it through the embossing folder so that you can get the little dots on there. You don't want to do that first because you don't want to end up with dots on this paper. So this was done first, and then you run it through the embossing folder. You also then want to take the inside circle. If you notice that these nest inside each other, I believe that I am using the 5th and the 6th circle in this collection. I used the smaller one to cut out the poinsettia and moved it around so I got the exact one that I wanted, and then cut it out and we have there. The next thing you're going to want to do is take your 6.5 by 5 inch piece that's going to be the inside of your card, and you're going to score it at 2, 4, and 6. Other cards that I've seen on the internet only have a 5 by 6 piece, and they leave off this half, and Jan showed me that it's kind of a good idea to keep it on there, because what that's going to do is it keeps the card from flipping around. Other ones you'd have to pull it out like this, but this, because it's attached with those edges, you're able to pull it out and make it a circle instead of a square. So okay, the first thing you want to do then is you're going to use your adhesive of choice, and mine is the Tombow glue, and this is great. I like it better than the tape runner because it dries a little bit slower and you're able to move things around on your paper. I just put a little bit of dab here and there. So if like you put it here and you were using the Tombow mono adhesive, you couldn't move it. But with this, you're able to move around your paper so that you can get your, in this case, the poinsettia put exactly where you'd like to have it. Okay, so I put that aside. The next thing I want to do again is take my base and I'm going to open it up. Actually, I'm going to take my inside and I'm going to accordion fold the inside, and that just means like a zigzag, like this, so that you have a Z like that. This one here I'm going to and just make it look like a box. Okay, with that said, I would next stamp my sentiment on the middle of here. So I'm going to ink up my stamp and I'm going to stamp this down. I think it'd be easier to do it this way than to do it when everything's assembled in case it gets too bulky. So I'm going to bring this back in. Well, I didn't fold that quite right, so I'm going to go back over. There we go. And then put this down like this. Okay, so again, we're going to have adhere just this side here. So I'm going to put a little bit of the mono on here, and I'm going to carefully align it so that I have an even amount of red, or actually in this case it is cherry cobbler, showing through. The next thing I'm going to do is close this up, and then I'm going to close the card up like so. Okay. I would like to then take my poinsettia and I'm going to adhere it inside of that circle. This is the piece that came out of the middle here, and then I adhered it with I put the poinsettia on there. Let me see which way I like it best. I think I'm going to put it like, I think that looks good. So I want to put that exactly here, and then I'm going to, again using the mono, do not put it where this is, put it on the other side of the fold. Put some mono on there and carefully put it back into the middle here. Oopsie, I moved it. See how easy it is to move. And then when I open it up, it'll be here. What I'm going to do next is add some mono up here and some mono down here, and that is on the top and the bottom on this side of the fold. And I'm going to close my card and give it a minute to go to set, so that when I open the card, let's try that again. Okay. There we go. You have your card like this, and it opens up and it swings. You have your sentiment. Now I wanted to add a little bling to mine, so I used the letters and I cut it out of our glimmer paper, and I'm going to add it right here. Went to convention this summer, and they introduced, Stampin' Up! Introduced this fine tip glue pen, which is just perfect for gluing on, of course, for gluing on these little pieces here. It has a very, very fine tip, if you can see that here. And then it has a little pin that goes inside of the tip to keep it from clogging. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this glue around the edges of my piece. And I'm going to put it on the front of my card. Hold it in place. And as I'm thinking here, I really think that it needs to have a little bit more glimmer. And I wonder, well, there we go. So that's on there. I wonder if I should have cut the shiny glimmer paper around in a circle here and then adhered the poinsettia onto there. Well, I will try that and show you on my, just a picture of that on my blog after this. So this is our swing card. Opens up. And won't your friends and neighbors love to get a beautiful card like this? If you'd like to order any of the product that you see on here, go to my website, The Crafty Basement, and press order. And thank you very much.